Hello everyone, and welcome back to Zombieland Conquest Reanimated. Now it's been a long time, I think it's been about 3 weeks since the last episode, and our friend Marcus here, he's been having a bit of a hard time, hasn't he? The world was driving him a little bit mad, and he's losing his patience. Did a little bit of a recap last night, and it all came flooding back. Chaos, the madness. And so, we retreated to safety after hanging around in the city, trying to find out what's going on with Good Neighbor. Obviously, we have all of our friends back at the base, Oberlin Station, that we've, not our base, but, the Minutemen kind of freedom village or whatever I don't know, whatever you want to call it. The good guys. Now, we've entered into a zone, and so we cannot retreat until we have cleared the zone. Otherwise, we have to reload our save at the start of the day. So please bear with me as I get back into the swing of things here on the channel with Zombieland Conquest. We are here all week, so let's see what we can do, shall we?
I'm telling you, joining Skinny Malone's crew was the best decision we've ever made. Look at this place.
I still say Malone is weak. We caught that detective snooping around, and what does he do? Locks him up. Like he ain't got the balls to just kill him.
Well, don't let his new girl hear that. She'll start swinging that bat of hers at your face until there ain't no face left.
We don't have the most amount of ammo. 89 38 rounds. 79 shells. This one we don't need here. Let's just have a little look what we've got here. So we've got a few spare slots. We are running with 2 main weapons, if you remember. Or primary, secondary. Got our Molotovs set up. We've got a revolver. It's only got 5 rounds. Plus 25% VATS cost. And we've got a little bit of extra gear. We've got some night vision. I think we've got the best gear on. I haven't been on this since we played it last. So, just kind of spending a minute to recap where we're at with everything. We're still running exactly the same settings. Now, I'm going to do my best to get it back into the kind of role-play swing of things, but it might take me a little bit of time. So just bear with me.
Hey!
Okay.
Who's there? Which one of you mugs said you saw something? Oh, no one? Christ. What the... Every second you just get mad.
Can't even see. What's my night vision? Where am I looking? Oh yeah.
Hell yeah. Malone's gonna have your guts for goddess.
Yeah, yeah. Like I said, it's going to take me a little bit of time to get back into the swing of it. Been playing a lot of other different games.
I'm telling you, joining Skinny Malone's crew was the best decision we've ever made. Look at this place.
I still say Malone. We caught that detective snooping around, and what does he do? Locks him up. Like he ain't got the balls to just kill him.
Shit!
I tried to throw a grenade there, but I've pressed the wrong key. Oh shit. Wow.
Stop right there!
Bit better.
Here for the detective. Ice him.
Am I really? Is that what I'm here for? That may have got him. Maybe not. That did the trick. So one setting that I do have different is my my lean now locks. And I was finding it a little bit hard to kind of lean and move at the same time. So anyway, the lean is now a locked function, so you can, you know, it's toggled basically. Now we're just going to I remember the problem of loot and having no room. Let's get rid of these. Get rid of that. Might keep hold of that because it's 10 mil. Just in case we run out of ammo. We're going to go slow. I do need to change a keyband real quick. Just give me a second. One moment. Okay, we should be good to go. Do I have a lot of junk on me? Yeah, I've got a little bit. Good old Conquest. So, really, you know, Marcus is intending to... He really wants to take care of... Wow, I can't even remember his name now. What was his name? Oh, we've got a lot of quests. Jack Cabot. Yes, so he's got a problem with Jack Cabot. And it's really on his mind. But obviously he was checking out Good Neighbor and wasn't able to safely secure the place. And so, you know, he's had to retreat. Just noticing a bit of an issue there. We're not getting any caps for picking up those containers, so I'll give myself some caps for that. See what we got going on here. Okay, don't worry about that. We're not too fussed about it at the moment. Now, I'm pretty sure it was Zombieland where we had this, or maybe it wasn't. I think I actually started implementing this in Frost because of the difficulty. That, you know, if I go into a zone and I kill a few enemies, then technically it's considered clear. Or not clear, but it's cleared enough for us to be able to retreat if we want to. And I really need to lighten the load a little bit when it comes to the gameplay on the channel. I've started to begin to experience, let's just call it the fallout from playing lots of very, very intense games. And 2 seconds. Right, so yeah, as I was saying, you know, I can basically just quickly say, like, the last 4 months have been very, very intense in terms of the games that I'm playing, and I've started to really notice the effect in my body. I have a kind of, how would you call it, a predisposition to anxiety and issues with anxiety, and I feel the stress probably of a situation a bit more than maybe a lot of other people do. And so now, after like 4 months, you know, if you look back over the history of the channel at the types of games that I've been playing, like 95% of the games have been a very kind of intense zombie firefight, instant death / huge consequences for getting killed, permadeath type situations, and all I'm getting at is I need to lighten the load a little bit with regards to the stress on my body. So I'm not resting very much, you know, as well. So anyway, we're going to roll with that rule. Now don't get me wrong.
Hell yeah.
You know, there's a reason that I have this kind of problem, is I do it to myself. I put myself in these situations because I enjoy the challenge. It's like being addicted to the stress. We haven't got a save right now, so you know, the longer we go in a situation, the more stressful things tend to become. But anyway, now that I've got that out of the way, let's see how we're going down here. Feels good to be back, though. So if I'm in the roleplay mindset, I'm thinking, you know, Marcus, he's got no issue with these guys. You know, they've opened fire on him. He's literally just coming here to get a little bit of a respite from the insanity of the environment outside. So he's not really interested in pursuing these guys at all. Situation he's in now, he's kind of just, I guess, he's investigating the area. We go back to the start. Well, I did save after I did the keybind, so okay. I'll let myself get away with that. It's the first episode. Otherwise, you have to keep resetting keys, you know? Now, where was the bomb? There was an explosive, wasn't there? Here we go. Is there a grenade somewhere then, or was that the bomb? There we go. I'll take that. Has that got any mods on it? It does. But we've already got mods on this gun. There we go. Okay, bottle caps are returned. Very good. Didn't on that one. But never mind. I'll set up a bat file that gives us like 20 caps or something whenever we encounter that. Okay, if we kill 2 more enemies, I'm going to say that that gives us our permission. I might roll with maybe like 5. I'll see. I don't know. You know, if you've been watching the previous series, you'll know that You know, I tend to implement these rules, but they're never really hard and fast, and I like to kind of adapt them as I go. Again, I'm trying to release a lot of the self-imposed restrictions that I tend to implement in my gameplay. As much as I enjoy it, it does kind of add to the tension and stress, which like I said, I need to lighten the load a little bit. Now, I do have Molotovs equipped. It's very, very hard to see down there. There we go. I think I'm going to change that here. Single fire. Okay, I know I've killed one. I may have killed two, but one more and I'm allowed to retreat. Shit. Okay, so I can retreat if I want. These people haven't really seen Marcus's face, and anyone who has is dead. Is dead, so you know, he doesn't really have anything to worry about. He's kind of covering his tracks right now. Nope, not that one. Shit. Why can't I reload? Oh, right. Yeah, we have the 10-minute injury situation, don't we? I forgot about that. Our health's not too bad. We're going to go down here, we're going to get our ammo. And then, you know, I think we'll let ourselves maybe hit more of them. Sorry about the wobbly screen. Is he dead or what? No, not that, man.
Come out.
This is what I mean by that intensity, you know, like all of the or a lot of the games I've been playing have either been like this or instant death from bites and stuff, you know, or infections. It's a lot. It's a lot on the system. You don't realise there's a classic principle in hypnosis that you know, the brain can't tell the difference between what it imagines and what is actually happening. That's why hypnosis works. And so, you know, essentially for the last 4 months of my life, I've been living in zombie apocalypse, horror, intense kind of horror situations. And my brain the whole time has been releasing the appropriate survival chemicals or activating the appropriate survival mechanisms within my organism, and my body is kind of worn down and feeling the feeling the effects of that intensity, fighting for survival. Which clearly I haven't been doing. You know, I haven't been doing that in real life. I'm not trying to say I've been under any kind of threat or anything in real life. But, you know, your body and brain releases all sorts of weird and wonderful chemicals to get you out of dangerous situations. And there's a condition called hyper stimulation, where you've been subject to intense stress and all of the chemicals associated with getting out of that and surviving it have been, you know, constantly released in the body. The nervous system takes a huge hit, becomes overstimulated and overexhausted at the same time, and yeah, I'm feeling it. So don't be surprised if I kind of try to relax a lot over the next kind of couple of weeks. The only way to cure it is to basically keep away from all forms of stress. That's the way, or not the only way to cure it, but that's the way to, prime way to cure it. And of course, here we are back in the apocalypse. Now there's a trap here, isn't there? Yes, there is. Some 50 caliber. Abandoned subway. Yes, you don't, you know, as a young person, you don't feel this sort of thing, but being subject to it, and it's not just this, without going into it too much, the last 4 years of my life have been, oh crap, unnecessarily, I guess not necessarily unnecessarily, but incidentally difficult. And let's just say things have gone particularly heavy at various times. Plus I have a predisposition to intense anxiety. Combat rifle. Do I have weapons in my bag? I'll get off the subject at some point soon. I'm just trying to lay the kind of foundation for what's going on with me at the moment. Oh, I do. I must have started to let myself put weapons in here, which I'm not opposed to be honest. Semtex. You know, I'll kind of flip back and forth between playstyles as well. given that my body's feeling the pressure. Why have I got so many Tech 9s? They're replacing pipe pistols, aren't they, in the game at the moment? Just do it. Just do it, man. It's okay. It's okay. Yeah, I can play a certain way for a while, but sometimes I've got to kind of relax the boundaries a little bit, especially now. Got to take it easy on yourself. It's all about balance. I love the stress. That's my problem. I love the danger, the difficulty, the challenge mentally, but my body clearly is having a hard time keeping up with what my head wants. It's a head and a heart situation, Head versus heart. I wasn't going to go into it, but, I kind of need to, don't I, to explain the differences in how I'm playing the game. Because this is, out of all of the games that I'm playing with this permadeath, semi-permadeath, 24-hour permadeath thing, it's a source of great stress. Believe it or not. Alright, so I think maybe that's sufficient to clear Marcus's conscience. That anyone down here who may now be able to identify him or pose a threat to him back up on the surface is essentially, well, not going to be talking to anyone anytime soon. And in terms of going deeper into this environment, Marcus has got other more pressing matters to attend to. I'm also a little bit paranoid right now, just walking into a bloody mine. I don't remember this area being this. Obviously, I know Nick is down here. Now, where he is exactly, I can't really remember. But I don't remember it being this large. Maybe it is. Maybe it's down there, is it? It leads to Skinny, doesn't it? So, we've heard of Skinny now. We're aware that he's down here somewhere. And I think we've heard of him before too, haven't we? Or no, maybe we didn't. It's hard to keep track. But we've got a few more notches on our gun. And I'm happy with that. I think I can agree and allow Marcus his freedom from this situation. Alright, so we get a little bit of a save in now as we retreat back out into the world. What time is it? It's late, and that's not good. So yeah, I watched over the last episode last night, and I remember the difficulty at the front of Good Neighbor, so I think that's kind of out of the question for now. But a nighttime mission towards whatever his name is that I've forgotten. I keep wanting to say Nick Cannon. Why do I keep wanting to say that? Jack Cabot. Like if you were gonna go, and Marcus intends on basically assassinating this guy. And whoever he's with, no questions asked, no second chances. So, kind of get it going in there at night time. Things are starting to get dark, I think it's probably smart. So yeah, this situation here, like I watched over the episode and saw how a month ago I was under a lot of stress in this series. And that hasn't ceased. Every day, 3 to 4 hours a day, basically in a survival situation. I really didn't know that it was going to impact me in this way, physiologically and psychologically, I guess. So I've got to be careful doing damage to my body physically by being subject to this level of stress over and over and over again. Like I say, for most people, it's, especially if you're younger, you know, you won't feel it. Certain people, are, like myself, are predisposed to issues with anxiety and mental health, so
Charmer.
it's something I very, very much need to be aware of. But anyway, all good. Now, good neighbours around here, isn't it? Where am I going? Looking the wrong way, aren't I? Bitch. Who the hell invited all the legendaries to the party? Bro, take a goddamn stim pack, please. What is even going on right now? I've got a dead like a half dead person here. Huh? No, don't use that gun. No. Oh man, that person did not want to die. I couldn't tell if they were like immortal. You know how the unkillable NPCs kind of sit on the floor for a bit and carry on shooting, or did I blow her legs off and she was just very, very tough? And anyway, why are there so many legendary gunners hanging out at the front of Good Neighbor? If that's the case, it makes it even a little bit more, what's the word? Undoable? I was trying to think of a different word there, but essentially that. A write-off, you know, maybe the situation of going back to Good Neighbor is even more of a write-off than I realised. You know, maybe they've taken Good Neighbor for good. Alright, let's go around this way then. So we're full health. Trying to change fire mode, it's not working. Yeah, so you know, to give a little bit of insight, like right now I'm sitting here and so in my body, because of the keys that I'm pressing on the keyboard and the micro movements of the mouse, these particular muscles in my body have been working like this every day, repeatedly. Even on my days off, I still do a little bit of work at the computer. Now I'm used to personal training and martial arts, so I know a lot about muscle recovery rate and things, and muscle development in terms of building strength and endurance in muscles and things like that. So for about 4 months now, my body has been kind of held in specific postures every day, and certain muscles have been stimulated repeatedly over and over and over and over and over and over with no respite, or not enough of a respite in between days for the muscles to recover. And combine that with a predisposition to suffer more intensely from stressful situations due to anxiety. I've done a number on my body over the last, basically it's been about 4 months. You know, I started the channel something like three or so months ago, when I was gaming pretty intensely for a couple of weeks before that in quite intense zombie State of Decay 2 situation, so it's been constant, you know. Now I remember here there were a group of raiders, weren't there? Yeah. Wow, why is everyone so tough all of a sudden? Fuck this. So yeah, my system, well, my system's really feeling the effects of all this intensity. I thought about taking some time off, but I'm actually taking a couple of weeks off in December. I go away on holiday. So I figure if I can hang in there for the next kind of month, 5 weeks, try to lessen the stress during the gameplay a little bit. I'll be alright. So it's right ahead of us. You're forgetting I've got VATS too. Oh, and I've got bullet time too, don't I? Yeah, I haven't even been using that. Like I said, it's going to take me a little bit to get back into the swing of it, but you know, we're alright. How much ammo do we have? Oh yeah, we've still got a little bit. Now we've got a giant robot, don't we, around here somewhere? Which is another problem. Okay, I'm hearing ghoulish footprints. What is it? So I've got 2 of these guns in my inventory, do I? Okay. Now can I do it? Thank you. You know, all the jump scares and lickers jumping out at you and all the kind of permadeath dangers and stresses. Man, it really takes a toll. So I'm thinking of, or I'm going to have to start introducing more like narrative games to the channel from next month, where there's no real danger, there's not much violence, or interesting stories, where we can relax and be under no stress. My brain doesn't perceive that it's in danger in any way, which is quite funny when you think about it. But yeah, it's sort of part of how the body works, you know. The brain, you imagine things, the body kind of responds to that imagination, and it's bad if your psychology is focused on negativity and destruction and survival.
Go away.
He's still telling me to go away.
I told you to go away.
There's no going away, Jack. With me and you, We need to have words. Oh shit, he's coming, isn't he? He's fully coming. I kind of want to lure him around here now. He's going to insta-kill me, this guy, you know, if he opens fire. Is he stuck? Alright, let's maybe try and work our way around the back. I'll get into a little bit more of an explanation of it at the end of this episode. I wasn't going to bring it up in this. I was going to do a separate kind of update video on it. Because it is quite significant in terms of, at least for the next month. If you want to know more about it, stick around for another like 20 minutes and I'll do a little bit of a talk on it at the end of this video to explain what's happening.
I told you to go away.
Listen, Jack. We've got problems. We need to talk. Oh, I don't know whether or not Marcus would say that, or would he? I'm here to talk to Jack. But doesn't that door mean it's an exit?
This is Cabot House, like it says on the sign. And if you don't know what that is, you're in the wrong place. You should leave before you get yourself in trouble. I told you to go away.
We're already in trouble, mate.
Oh, it's you. Good. Come on in.
Oh, so that door means open then? Not exit? Alright. We're in. Now, Marcus, like I say, Marcus has no interest
Let's go meet the boss.
in talking to these people. However, lead on. Maybe they don't know what he's planning. Shit. Okay, I saved the game. I thought it had crashed. Okay, I want a second to just kind of get into the mind of this moment. Now, Marcus is here. As far as he thinks, now remember he's suffering from a little bit of paranoia. So it may not even be happening. It may not be actually taking place. But as far as Marcus thinks, these people want to kill him, and they've sent multiple mercenary squads after him. And he's had enough. And he's beyond, in his own thinking, he's beyond the point of reasoning. He's come here just to kill everyone. But he's not so completely overwhelmed by rage that he can't think clearly about how he's going to do that. Hence why he hasn't already opened fire on whatever his name was. I didn't quite catch it again. And so right now he's being led. Now we may change if this fails. We may have to change our approach. But so far right now he's being led to his prime target, which is Jack Cabot.
Jack, the new guy is here.
One moment. I just have to...
He'll be right with us.
Oh, damn. Clearly, I'll need to adjust the mixture. Hello. Welcome to Cabot House. I'm Jack Cabot.
Oh, not what I was expecting. But prime opportunity needs no further. I was honestly expecting something very, very different to this. I thought there was going to be like a load of gunners here. Everyone was going to be armed. And I'm kind of weighing up in a split second whether or not Marcus is in a place where he's like, these guys really want to kill me. You know, is that really what's going on here? So he starts to question his own paranoia, which is possible. But not this time. Marcus is too far gone. The dots have already been connected for too long. It was too obvious. It was too obvious that that's what was actually going on as far as Marcus is concerned. And so I think I've just hurt myself, have I? I know. We all know what's going on, guys. You know, you can't hide it from me. This guy might be pretty tough to kill, you know. Did we get him? Why, yes we did. Alright. So... this is very, very different to what I was expecting. I was honestly expecting some kind of like a... you know, like kind of fortress with some sort of military commander. Like, I have no idea who this is. I've never met him before in the game. Edward Deegan. Now, you know, let's say Marcus is kind of wandering around here expecting. He's going looking now for the rest of the battalion that's surely... it's here somewhere. You know, maybe they're asleep upstairs. It's going to happen to you in a paranoid state. You know, you can genuinely believe that there are beings out to get you. Backpacks of the future. While wearing any backpack, rad resistance is increased by +5. Backpack power armor capacity is increased by 20 pounds. Ooh, what is that? And why is it? Is it just standing up on the table? Anyway, we'll take it. You know, you genuinely believe that there are beings, people, situations out to get you when they just aren't. But often in a situation like this, rather than walking in and going, huh, okay, there was actually nobody here, and that guy wasn't some kind of military commander, and thinking logically through the situation, you're more likely to go, right, well, obviously the battalion have gone out. It must be the battalion that's from here that's gone to Good Neighbor. Clearly that's why there's no battalion here. And so, okay, so he's not a military commander, but he's obviously some kind of scientific mastermind who's somehow gotten the gunners on his side, and they must have some kind of deal going on between this mastermind and the gunners. And this was obviously the guy leading the gunners. So in a roundabout way, your brain comes up with another logical means by which your previous delusion can continue to make sense. Alright, that's enough of that anyway. I do like the look of this gun. So, you know, I think we can introduce a sidearm into the philosophy of the situation, so to speak. And I am definitely keeping these guns, and I am definitely dropping them inside my bag. No questions asked. Alright, so Marcus has got his revenge on these people who have clearly been out to kill him. Clearly. Which is good, you know, that kind of brings that little arc in the story to a point of resolution for now, I would say. And, okay, we now have another kind of base, I guess. We can make use of this place. Good Neighbor's out of the question for us. At least for now. Until Marcus can maybe come up with a plan. Like I said, we could go back and get our... you know, all of our companions, all of our kind of our own battalion, and attempt an assault on Good Neighbor, but after encountering all of those legendary enemies before, now that makes me a little bit nervous. Now, sure, clearly there's some sort of system in place here whereby to unlock these doors. I'm guessing it's that. But at this point, all Marcus is thinking about is he needs to clear this place and probably get out of here before the battalion comes back. Or before somebody else comes back. Because Jack Cabot obviously wasn't working alone, and no doubt there's another commander who's going to take over after this guy, who's possibly going to continue the mission against Marcus here. You know, there could have been higher-ups even above Jack, who are, for some reason, you know, they have a vendetta out against Marcus. So, we'll get out of here. Oh, crap. Oh, here it is. Never mind. I've explained the problem, haven't I, sometimes? that spawns underneath the ground and then you can't get to it again. Alright, so watching out for the killer robot outside. What time is it? It's late. Is there a bed in here we can use? Probably through one of those doors, right? Although we do have our little camping kit, don't we, now that I remember? However, I don't think Marcus would sleep in here. He's too paranoid. What was down here? Oh, did I come down here yet? I did not. Missile launcher. Very nice. Mini nuke. Why not? Okay, let me get rid of some of this armor, apparel. I want to keep that because I do like... Oh shit, that was good, wasn't it? Which one of these is betterer? Why am I not wearing those two? So this is lucky, but this is very, very strong in terms of damage resistance. I'm going to get rid of this. Combat armor right leg. Light fortifying. That gives us plus 10 carry weight. I can't get rid of these, can I? I don't need more Tech 9s. That's one thing I do not need. And the junk is not too excessive. Yeah, I still don't think Marcus would sleep in here. Like I say, he's too paranoid about the rest of the gang coming back to murder him. On a side note, I am a little bit curious in myself as to what the mission with Jack Cabot was going to be, but that's a reason for another playthrough at a future date. How we going here? Okay, we're coming up on the hour mark. Oh, this place is pretty big. How the hell did his leg get all the way down here? Alrighty, that's gonna do. Now, where we go from here, I think we'll make another pass by Good Neighbor on the way out to, well, basically back out to our companions. Although we do need to have an idea as to where we're gonna go. Special delivery, literally. What a great name for that whole situation. I'll take this. So I need to figure out where we're going to go. Where we're going to base ourselves. Do we continue our push back at Good Neighbor to try to reclaim it? There's a lot of legendary enemies there. That's a problem. Or do we redirect ourselves? Is the EMB working? I think I might have to change the EMB back. I think I forgot to do that. Anyway, do we push back towards Good Neighbor? Do we try and reclaim it? Is it gone? You know, is it a write-off in terms of we can't get it back? But now, if that's the case, where else do we go? And what do we want to do from here? Because we were intending to build our army at Good Neighbor. I need to think about this a little bit before I make up my mind. Now we're about to head back out into the world, so let's get a little save in. It's very late. I'm not happy about sleeping here. You know, Marcus will be too paranoid about it at the end of the day. Let's take a look underneath this overpass here. It's the sort of place I would look. You know, to find a kind of caves type situation along the coast here, if possible. Some sort of tunnel, access tunnel, or what have I got in my hands right now? Okay, not what I want. Or underneath this bridge somewhere. Maybe out of the city a little bit, you know, to get away from the madness. However, zombies are a thing. Maybe let's have a little look along here. Ooh, adult bookstore. Come on, game. Taking a little bit of time to catch up. Where is that? Not this one. Wow, okay, the game's not liking this location for some reason. I'm just going to throw in an autosave for the sake of crashing. Let's have a little look in here. If it's blocked and barred, you know, it's been locked, so there's not likely to be anyone in here. Although it's got bars, it's got wooden planks across the front, so that's an odd... It's an odd thing, isn't it? Oh, I see, adult bookstore, as in adult, you know. Alright, well, I'll tell you what. Bounce magazine, okay. You know, I'm not going to judge, I don't judge. Whatever floats your boat. But I do like the look of this place in terms of a place for Marcus to rest up. Very good. Even though they're empty, I still unlock them because, you know, it's XP. Plus, we wouldn't know that they were empty. Unfortunately, the game tells us. I don't know what mod it is that does that, actually. So we've got a bed, which we can't sleep on for some reason. Is this a vanilla location? Kind of looks vanilla. It's got that vanilla feel to it. Nothing else of importance here. That's basically it then, is it? Yeah, let's have a little look on this. Ordering list. Remember, always order from supplier before the 15th of every month. They always deliver late. 30 issues of Bounce, special Halloween edition. Atomic Gals, always patriotic and popular. 10 issues of Swimsuit Monthly. Boring. Okay. Subscribers. Data corrupt. Unlock safe. Okay, very good. Well, it's empty. Why didn't I unlock? Unlocking. Okay. Still not unlocked. Is there another safe somewhere? Anyway. Marcus is going to happily, I guess, lock himself away in this little room here. Come through the wall, please. Okay, we'll do it your way. We'll do it your way, game. It's fine. Okay. Now it's fee, isn't it? Yes, so I can move this stuff around. Not that we really need to. We're not doing anything too serious here. So let's get down a little sleeping bag. What kind of was I using a bed? I don't think I was I? No. Not for the travel part of the gameplay. Let's get down a little cook pot. It was all in this, wasn't it? Perfect. What have I just picked up? So, for anyone who doesn't know, we sometimes have issues with, well, things not properly spawning in. We just see the shadows of things, but they still function as intended. You just have to use your imagination. Speaking of which, okay, so I'm just going to do a little bit of a rundown of what's been going on with me in the background a little bit over the last little bit of time while we do this. If you're not interested, feel free to skip at this point. There's not going to be any more gameplay. Okay, so I did say I was going to do a little bit of an update at the end of this video. At the end of this Fallout episode, but I've just recorded it and it's something like 15 minutes long, and so I've realized that I probably should release it in a separate video, you know, because it's important and it's a bit of a kind of update, and so I'll release it in a separate video. So I'm just going to say thank you for watching this episode. If you want to know more about what's going on in the background, the stuff that I mentioned throughout this episode at the beginning, please do check out the update video that I'm about to release on the channel. And I won't bring it up again in the series as we continue, unless it becomes, you know, it's sort of making itself evident throughout it. Otherwise, you know, I'd rather stick with the kind of immersive experience for your sake, so that it's not too tainted by what's going on with me in the real world. I'm going to try to keep that out of the series. So thanks for bearing with me throughout this episode where I brought it up a lot more than I would. Now what we're going to do here is we're going to get a little bit of food into us before we leave. Just have that. It's fine. And our stats should be pretty good. Our health is amazing. We are great. We do have a level up. We will... What was that? Oh, we're over encumbered. By how much? Quite a bit. Do we have a bit of junk on us? Why are we so over encumbered all of a sudden? Did I change some of my clothing? Anyway, it doesn't matter. I can get to that at some point. We'll work out. That'll be something to do with it, for sure. Alright, so check out that video if you want to know more about what's going on. In the meantime, thank you for watching this episode of Fallout 4 Zombieland Conquest. We are back with this game for the week. And let's just see how it all unfolds, shall we? See you in the next one. Goodbye for now.